pleased now to be joined by Dr. Burt Rogers from Mercy Health. And all right, I say doctor, you got to clue me in. You've got a lot of initials after the name. What are you a doctor of specifically?
All my doctoral work was in biomechanics and anatomy from the University of Toledo and the University of Toledo Medical Center.
That makes you a Rocket fan, right?
It sure does.
Yeah, okay.
My children graduated from there, so the whole family.
Is it okay that I went to Bowling Green?
It is.
All right, thank you.
It is.
I appreciate that. We're not talking injuries or sports injuries today, though. We're talking pickleball. Yes, pickleball, because pickleball is growing in popularity, especially in this area. We were talking a little bit before you came out. I remember over at the Wolf Creek Y, and they're playing pickleball for hours every week. Give me a little idea of what Mercy Health and pickleball have to do with each other this weekend.
Well, we are involved in the coverage, the sports medicine coverage piece. We will have licensed athletic trainers on site just in case there would be an injury that would occur, and then we could intervene and provide the management as would be appropriate depending on the injury.
Sure. And I think at any level, no matter how old you are, I mean, to compete is something that you love to do. And I think pickleball is kind of opened up the door for some people who didn't necessarily know how to compete or weren't sure what to compete in after maybe, they're not running up and down the court playing hoop at the Y anymore.
Oh, of course. And most athletes that are competitive at one point in their life, it's hard to walk away from the competitive nature.
Right.
So many athletes seek out activities where they can continue to be competitive, and at the same time, it satisfies that lust to be competitive, and also it brings with it a health benefit. When the Toledo Pickleball Club started, they only had 2 courts that were taped. In other words, they found a court and they just taped it out.
Sure.
Well, now there are a number of them, I think 6 pickleball courts that are dedicated just to that. And those are busy 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And a lot of these indoor facilities actually fill up time in their facility, like a Premier Volleyball, the YMCA's, when normally, previously, that court area would be sitting idle. Now it's a site for pickleball practice, play, tournaments. And when you think about what you just said, and when you think about dedicated courts now, 6 of them dedicated just for that, where a few years ago they had 2 that they marked up just to play.
Right.
I think that's reflective of just how this sport has grown. And there's no indication that it's going to lessen. It will continue to grow. And I think I've heard from this tournament coming up that there are people that are coming, think about this, coming as far away as Arizona, California, and I believe I've heard somebody from England's coming over to play.
Really?
So while it's a local sport, it's national, and if it's true about the English person coming over, it's actually international.
Sure. And we already know a little bit about that here in Northwest Ohio with handball out of the Lucas County Rec Center. I mean, that attracts people from all over the country, and we've had international players as well. So now, maybe, just maybe, this is the start of something similar to that in the pickleball world.
Well, we hope so, and then we want Mercy Health and our sports medicine division to be a part of it. We want to be there as it grows. We want to help it grow.
Yeah, and as you know, BCSN will be there as well this weekend. Dr. Burt Rogers of Mercy Health, thank you so much for being here.
A pleasure. I appreciate the invite.
The Glass City Invitational begins tomorrow in Rossford at the Toledo Pickleball Club. Final round action will be seen on tape delay on BCSN. So pickleball fans, Jim Tishy, I know you're out there, set your DVR. Late night Sunday, early Monday, 12:30 a.m. You can DVR that. The Glass City invite will be debut on BCSN 2. Check your local listings for additional